Well, let's head to Rivers State now, where the government has sealed off a 5-story building in Port Harcourt belonging to Dr. Samuel Nwanosike, a former chairman of Ikwere local government area and ally of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. The building, allegedly a hotel, was constructed without approved plans and exceeded the permitted 4-story building. Officials from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development sealed the site, citing violations of building regulations, and a heated argument ensued between Nwanosike and the ministry officials, with Nwanosike threatening to bequeath the property to Governor Siminalayi Fubara. This incident is seen as part of the ongoing feud between Wike and Fubara, which has divided their loyalists. Now, joining me to further discuss this is Dr. Samuel Nwanosike, factional chairman, Ikwere local government area. Hello, Doctor. Thank you so much for joining us at this time.
Thank you very much for having me. A lovely show you're having.
Thank you very much. Sad to see what's actually going on with your building, but can you provide details on the construction of the 5-story building and any reasons for changes from the initially approved 4-story plan?
Okay, what actually happened was that we approached the Ministry of Urban some 3 years ago, precisely 2001, November, and we requested that we want to set up a facility in the heart of GRA, and it's going to be financed by a financial institution, a Global Bank, and we approached them with 2 sets of drawings. And those 2 drawings had, one was 4-story, then the second one was a 4-story with a penthouse on top of it. Now, when we got those approvals, the then engineer, who is late now, Engineer Austin, was the one in charge of the project, carried out the first phase of the project, which is this one that is standing now. And when we got to the penthouse, he decided that rather than get the roof cover for that penthouse, we should just turn it to a sit-out. The penthouse, the out view of the penthouse should be a sit-out. Now, like you know, we had a cordial relationship with our governor then. In fact, by our relationship, this project was supposed to be commissioned somewhere around March, if not for the demise, the death of the then engineer who lost his life in late February of this year. May he so rest in peace. And because he was the one controlling those activities, we didn't have any issue. We didn't have any need to worry that there was going to be a problem, because all the engineering analysis, the NDT tests were carried out, and all were hugely successful. Materials used were TNT, and the concrete pilings of 17 meters down the earth were all done. And just not to bore you with the long story, when this crisis broke out, had a lot of calls from a lot of friends and threats. And I made it clear, I said, I don't go by threats. I don't like threats. I believe in standing by the truth. My relationship with the FCT minister didn't start because he gave the family that he is leading, we all are members of, agreed that Siminalayi Fubara should be the one to take over the leadership of the state, while our leader will move on to do other bigger things on our behalf.
All right, Doctor. But what do you think the exact reason for this is? Is it because of building standards or regulations, or is it because of the rift that's going on between Wike and Fubara? Because there are rumors that it might be the latter.
Yeah, it's actually the other, because it's funny because of what we have seen. I got a call sometime a month ago while I was in Abuja, that as they speak to me, that they just come out of a meeting in Government House, and the decision has been reached that they should go and pull down my hotel. I said, what for? They said I contravened. I said, but the Gazette is clear. If there is a contravention, you pay contravention fee. And I ran down to Port Harcourt because it's a bank financed property and I have to be careful. So when I got here, I saw a letter from the ministry. And if I will finish this program, I'm going to make it available to your studio. I didn't know that this was the reason why I was called to have a discussion with you. And so I would have either given you upfront this document so that as we're speaking,
that's fine. We'll
Nigerians
actually,
have the opportunity.
yes, we'll get it for our
Nigerians have
subsequent
opportunity
bulletin.
of seeing. So the first letter came asking me that they would need me to stop the work, which I did. And they said they would need me to get to do NDT tests, which I have done. And I've also told them that I'm willing for the ministry to come and do theirs so that we can ascertain that the building is safe, first of all, for public use. Then we cannot talk about the contravention. And we sent all these reports, all these tests to them, and we sent a letter to them that we've done the tests and we're ready for the ministry to come. The ministry started through dragging. It took them like a month. No, nothing's coming from them. We wrote them another letter that this is where we are. We'll be waiting for you to respond. They didn't respond. We now wrote them the third letter. That was the time they now responded to us and said, yes, we have contravened and that we are liable to pay a fee of 545 million and 800 and something thousand.
That's quite a lot of money.
Exactly. So, and we wrote them back and said, this is outrageous. This is out of the laws of Rivers State. The current Gazette signed by any governor was that signed by Rotimi Chibika Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. And the Gazette I'm going to send to your studio says clearly that if you contravene, and it's proven that you've contravened, that commercial buildings will pay 500,000 and residential building will pay 2 million. So it was at that point we now saw clearly it was a political witch hunt. They're trying to maybe shut me up because as far as they are concerned, I've been on the media against them.
But could that also be the reason why, you know, in a recent video, you mentioned that you would be transferring the property to Governor Fubara? Could you clarify the context and your intentions regarding the statement?
Yeah, what happened was that after we wrote the last letter and attached the Gazette to the ministry, the commissioner received the letter and we thought he was going to respond to us and say, okay, it was a mistake, maybe we went off the Gazette, let's sit down and talk about it. We didn't see such letter. Then all we saw was a mobilization of a lot of hoodlums and security men with the commissioner. And my house is just close to the hotel in GRA. Fortunately, I was at home and preparing to go for a meeting. I was called that the commissioner was there. So I drove down to that place. And the commissioner is a very close friend of mine. We've been close friends since childhood. And when I met him, I said, what's happening? Why? He said, oh, he has information that people are working in my building. I said, no, nobody's working, you can see. It's just security agents who kept that because we're almost close to commissioning. We have air conditions in the place, we have beds, we have items, we have gym equipment, we have everything. The swimming pool sections are ready, everything is ready. Kitchen equipment are ready. So we must keep security to protect theft because GRA is a busy place. And Commissioner, please, can you send your own security to aid us so that we'll be able to secure this place while we finish this matter? And it was what led to the end. The commissioner made a statement that actually triggered it. I said, by the statement you're making, it means clearly you made up your mind that you guys are going to seal this place and take over this property. Well, at that time, I can't change. I'm not a man that follow money. I follow value and I stand on my value and my principles. If the hotel is a problem, you can own the hotel, you and the governor, you can have it. It will end the fact that I stand with the FCT Minister because I have seen no wrong he has done in the relationship we all had as a family. And the FCT Minister is not worried that Governor Fubara is governor. We have all supported him to become governor. But what we are saying, it's not even the FCT Minister, we as Rivers people are saying our governor should govern us with the rule of law. Our governor should obey court orders. Our governor should obey Supreme Court orders. Our governor should please not throw our state into anarchy. Because if the leader that is leading the state does not obey court orders, you don't expect the subjects to obey, then that will be anarchy. And when there's anarchy, the center cannot hold. So it will be a problem. Investors will leave the state. Even what is happening now, the witch hunting on me, trying to stop my business, is telling on a lot of business people, like, if you disagree with the governor, your business will be pulled down. That's the impression that is in the streets today, which is not good for economic growth of the state. Every state is thinking of how to be. You saw what's happening in Enugu State. You start saying we don't want protests because we want investors to come to our land. Okay. And we think that's what our governor should do. So we're asking the governor, please, govern River State with the rule of law, get an appropriation budget to manage the. It is shocking. The budget it read a report recently and said River State has gotten close to almost 300 billion in 1 year, close to Delta State. And as I speak, there is nothing to show for it. No appropriation to manage those funds. Okay, and Doctor. So that was why that statement was made.
Doctor, sadly, due to time constraints, we do hope, we have to actually wrap up here, but we do hope that this issue is settled amicably and you get to, have your hotel back. But thank you so much, Dr. Nwanosike, for joining us and speaking to us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity you're giving to me. I appreciate it.